Hey folks, this is Travis Welch here. I got an email from elementary PE teacher Steve White about how to add a lot of students to one individual Google Classroom. Now, there are a couple ways to do this, and I will present them from most tedious but effective, but then also maybe a little bit easier, but we're assuming that the students and parents can figure out, their login and username. So let's just get started here. So say, I was going to create a new class. You would go to Google Classroom, right? If you click up in here, right, you have all of your Google suite of education tools. We're going to click into Classroom, and that'll take me right to this page. And I can actually access this from a home page just on Google, right? So up here, open up Classroom, right, and then that takes us to where we need to be. Now, in order to add students to a class, it is a little bit tedious because you have to invite each individual student. Now, in a perfect scenario, we have our class all sitting in our room with a smartboard on, projected. And if that is the case, then you can actually just display this class code on your board, and then when the students log into their own Google Classroom, if I can back up here, all they would then need to do would be to join, and then they would enter in the code here, which you would then have displayed for them on the board. Okay. Now you can still send this code to them, and so that's what we're going to do. So if, let's say, you had a small class and you just wanted to add some individual students, you would click up top to the People tab, and then you can actually go ahead and add individual students. Now, if you're using a Burl laptop and a Burl email, you should be able to just type in their name, and then their email will populate. And you can do this for as many students as you want to type in. And so for Steve, who has 350 plus students, this may not be the easiest way to go about it. So I think there might be a way to do this that's a little bit easier. So I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to copy the class code. Now again, this would be for whatever code you were whatever code in class you were trying to populate students into. And I'm actually going to go over to Skyward. So I'm going to get logged into Skyward here. And then I am going to get into Teacher Access. I'm going to hit My Classes. I'm going to go down and just pick a random class here. And I am then going to send a message. Now, Skyward offers the ability to send messages to multiple classes. So I'm going to go ahead and do this because I'm assuming that Steve probably has many different classes under Skyward. And then it is in here that then I'm going to type in, welcome to Google Classroom. I'm going to type in my message here. And then I am actually going to then paste, let's see here, I am going to paste that Google code. Okay. Now with this, I probably would have sort of, welcome to PE, Burl, PE, Google Classroom. I would then include a link, so link to access Classroom, and then let me just kind of click out of here. I want to say, if we type in Google Classroom, so I would probably highlight this link right here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. So let's hit copy link address, go back to my Skyward page, and I would add it didn't populate. That's alright. So I want to say it was like Google, so classroom.google.com. So we'll just go ahead and do that manually. So I'm just typing in what I would have to join class. All right, so they're logging into Burl Gmail, and then I would just kind of have them. And again, you can format this however you want. This is just kind of the easiest way that I could sort of think about doing this. And then if they were to go through this step, right, so they'd log in to the Burl Gmail, they'd then go to this website, they would then press the little plus button on that page. So in upper right hand corner to join class, and then once they type in this code, they are enrolled into whatever you need to do. Now, as far as emailing, right, so I really don't use Skyward that often, but I do know that if we wanted to email this to multiple classes, then I would select all of the classes I would want. Okay. I want to send this as an email. Okay, and then you can sort of email to students, email to parents. So I'm going to go ahead and email this to students. I'm also going to email it to the guardians. And then once I hit send, that's my son Carson there. Once I hit send, then I'm going to go ahead and save this, and it will, I believe, it would then send that out there. But that is the simplest way that I have found that would be able to make that happen. You would then get your class code. You would type up a Google message or a Skyward message to all your students and guardians, email that out through Skyward, and then that way they would have the class code and have access to that.